Welcome guys, I'm Vinayak from niftinayak.com. Do like and subscribe to my channel to learn more about trading and investment. Today I'm going to talk about cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin. I think now it is the new talk of the town. Everyone is behind this new girl called Bitcoin. People are investing money heavily into this. Recently, lot of billionaires like Elon Musk have also bought a lot of Bitcoin, and everyone is expecting that Bitcoin will go away. There are a lot of countries which are imposing ban on Bitcoin. So let me tell you what is this Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies in general. Cryptocurrencies will be the global currencies. Now we have US dollars which is used for trading in America. Then you have Indian rupee which is used for trading in India. Then you have the Japanese yen which is used for trading in Japan. Similarly, every country has their own currencies. So if you want to trade with Japan, then you have to pay them in yen. If you want to trade with US, you have to pay them in dollars. This is how the entire world is operating. Do you know the world is reducing its size gradually? When I say its size, not the literal size, the amount of businesses that is happening across the globe is increasing drastically, that the size of the world has reduced. When I was small, if anyone was coming to India from US, his family would go with garland, with drums to airport to welcome him, because going and coming to US was so rare, and the person would be considered as a king if he was coming from US. When mobiles and telephones were introduced, calling different cities in the same state was considered as STD. If you are calling from Bangalore to Mysore, it was considered as a STD call, and you had to pay more charges to that. Then, as time went, the state calling was considered as local. So, if you are calling within the state, it was considered as local, but any call outside the state was considered as STD. So, if you were calling from Chennai to Bangalore or Bangalore to Mumbai, it was considered as STD. Gradually, as more calls and everything was happening, calls throughout India was considered as local. So today you call anywhere in India, from Chennai to Kashmir or from Gujarat to Kolkata, it is local. You don't pay any extra fee for that. The telecom companies were not happy about this decision, because they were making wonderful money when they were charging extra for STD calls. Now, whether you like it or not, the entire world economy is controlled by banks. You may tell that US is controlling the economy, the Japan government is controlling the economy. No, it is the banks that is controlling the entire world economy, directly or indirectly. So these banks make wonderful money when there is currency interchange. So now if you want to do business with US, you will have to buy US dollars. If you want to do business with Japan, you have to buy yen. If you want to do business with Europe, you have to buy euro. So when you are buying euros, dollar, yen or any other currency, you will have to do that via banks. And these banks will not give it to you for free. They charge a small percentage. Sometimes they charge 0.1%, for some currencies they charge 1%. And trust me, for the amount of transaction that is happening in today's world, banks make a wonderful in this forex market. So now, if there is a global currency in the world, obviously banks will not like this. Because their currency conversion charges will go away. So they are trying their level best. They are putting pressure on government. They are putting pressure on world market to ban this cryptocurrency. Whether you like or not, technology will take over. So these cryptocurrencies are here to stay. I don't know whether Bitcoin will be there or there will be Ethereum or Ripple or Libra, or I don't know. But I am sure there will be one or two major global currencies which will survive. It's just a matter of time. Probably in another 25-30 years, we will not be talking in terms of rupee, dollar, yen, euro, or whatever. Because now the world interaction is so much, the business that is happening across the world is so much, that one global currency is required. Because why should we pay a third party like a bank that extra commission when there is business happening between two parties? The money exchange has to happen between them. The banks need not get that extra commission what they are earning. So there is a lot of pressure on these cryptocurrencies. Now let me tell you about Bitcoin. The Bitcoin founder was Satoshi Nakamoto. Frankly, this is his alias name. Nobody knows who this person is. Sometimes if you ask me, I feel Elon Musk is Satoshi Nakamoto, because he was the person behind PayPal, so he knew how the finance market operates. So I somewhere have a feeling that Elon Musk is the Satoshi Nakamoto, and now recently he bought Bitcoins, and he told that Tesla will be accepting Bitcoins. Yesterday he made a statement that Bitcoins are too expensive. Now Bitcoins have fallen. Now I don't know whether he really meant that it is expensive or he wanted to buy more. But one thing is for sure, these cryptocurrencies are here to stay, whether you like it or not. Lot of business people like Warren Buffett, Rakesh Junjunwala, many politicians, they have told that Bitcoins will be banned, Bitcoins will be removed, they don't like Bitcoin and all these things. Yes, I am not telling that I am right and they are wrong. You can never beat technology. Always you have to make sure that you climb using technology. Once Jeff Bezos told that you cannot kill Google. Google is like Mount Everest. You just make sure you climb that Mount Everest. If you are thinking to crush Mount Everest, it is almost close to impossible. So I hope you guys like the video. Thank you for watching.